Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and if you're not new, thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support. Today we are going to be doing my November favorites, and I'm going to start with, I have like some fragrances, of course. I have a couple candles and then some makeup. I'm going to start with the makeup just because Sephora actually is doing another sale. So the same thing as like the VIB, you can get the 20% off of regular products and 30% off of Sephora brand products. It starts on Friday, and I'm not sure when it ends, but I'll try and leave the details for that down below. But there's like a few days where you can get the 20% off, and it's 20% off no matter what tier you're at, which is awesome. So I figured like I get to talk about my favorites, things that I've been loving anyways. And then if you guys wanted to pick something up, not just from here, like anything, maybe you don't know there's a sale going on, but there is for everybody, all members. So let's start with what I'm wearing right now. This is a blush palette, and this is actually limited edition for the holidays. It's by Pat McGrath, and it's called the Cheek Palette. Divine Blush and Glow Cheek Palette. I talked about this in my haul, and I have been wearing this non-stop. Ooh, the color, that noise. The colors I just find to be pretty, not neutral, but not like so crazy, so everyday use. I can wear this all the time. I like these colors because they're not like super bright and out there where I would only be able to wear them for certain times or certain seasons. I feel like these are very like universal shades. This color looks dark, but it's not, I promise you. And I feel like, first of all, the formula of these is amazing. The colors that it comes with, I'm very happy with, because I feel like usually in blush palettes, there's always like one color that I don't use, and in this one I can honestly say I use all of them and I love all of them. And yeah, so I feel like the formula is great, the size is great, the bang for your buck, and it's limited edition, so try and get it on sale if you can, because once it's gone, it's gone. By the way, if my makeup looks crusty and dusty, I'm filming so late and I've had my makeup done for so long. We took family Christmas pictures today, so it was a shit show. Next up, staying with makeup, I guess let's talk about what I'm wearing now. The lip combo that I'm wearing, this lipstick is called Yash. It's by MAC. This is what the color looks like. It's like a true neutrally light, it's like a pinky brown. I love colors like that, I'm not gonna lie. And I have it topped with a Maracuja Juicy Lip by Tarte. This color is like a limited edition one from a holiday kit, but the formula in general of these juicy lips, like if you can try these, they are truly juicy. They make your lips look so juicy. The name is perfect. So I like that. It's not super thick. I always thought this was a very thin formula until I tried something else that makes your lips super juicy, and it's even thinner. So I wouldn't say it's not sticky at all. It's not sticky at all, and it's not super thick and goopy. It's very juicy and delicious, and it makes your lips look so plump. But I've also been loving this gloss by Refi. This is what this one looks like. The packaging is super minimal, and it just says lip gloss. I think there's only like one, and it's a clear gloss. The applicator on this, first of all, mine's dirty because I wear it all the time over lipstick. The applicator almost looks like one of those eye ones, so it's cooling, which I love. And this is just honestly like a clear, I put it right here. Can you guys see how glossy and juicy that is? It's just a clear gloss. This one's even thinner than the Juicy Lips, but I don't find these, with that said, I don't find these to be like thick and goopy. They're not. I love the formula of these, but this one's even thinner. This one almost feels, it looks like a gloss because it's so glossy and juicy, but it feels like a lip oil. Next up, let's get into skincare. I only have a couple things. First up, this is by Summer Fridays, and this is their jet lag mask. The condition, the state of mine is horrendous, but that just goes to show you I use this all the time, and I have a big one too, but I use this. I take this in my makeup bag with me when I'm traveling. Anywhere I go, I take this. I use this honestly as like an overnight mask, as like a short, like quick mask if I'm gonna go somewhere and I just need some hydration. I also sometimes use it under my makeup like a primer or like a spot treatment. Like if I picked up my face and I have a scab, I'll put this on it so that when I put makeup over top, it doesn't like drag and like cling to that scab. Should you pick at your face? No, but do I? Yes. So I use this like many different ways, and I love this. I took this with me recently when I traveled because I wore it on the airplane, so that because the air in there is so dry and I didn't want to break out. So yeah, I use this all the time for many different things. And then this is by La Roche-Posay, and this is just their fluid invisible invisible fluid sunscreen. I got this when I went to Paris. This is available everywhere though. This is available here too, but it was just more affordable there and I got it. My friend was always raving about this, but I had never tried it. I'm not sure why, but I really like it because I won't say it's super hydrating on me, but I like how thin it is and it's very sheer under sunscreen. It is a little bit pricey though. In Canada, this is a little bit pricey, but you can get it at Shoppers. You can save up your points if you want to and get it there, or get it when it's 20 times the points so that you can bank your points. But either way, I think it's worth it. I really like the consistency of this, and under makeup, it's really sheer. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't look greasy. I like the formula a lot, and it doesn't pill. I find sometimes that's my problem with sunscreens, is depending what I'm wearing it under or what I'm wearing it with, sunscreens can pill. This one doesn't do that on me. Next up, let's talk candles. So I recently picked up 2 of these. Focus, dude. I don't know why it's not focusing. Okay, there you go. It's called Hot Cocoa and Cream. I picked up 2 because when I smelled this in store, what happened is I went shopping with a friend of mine. I smelled it and I was like, no, I don't need candles because I have some backups. But then I kept thinking about it and kept thinking about it. If you like the smell of chocolate, like hot chocolate, like a milky hot chocolate, that's what this smells like. It smells so good, but I don't find it to be like a cloying sweetness. Sometimes if candles are too sweet, I cannot handle them. But this one doesn't smell too sweet because that chocolate, I feel like mixed with the cream, the chocolate's a little bit like of a semi-sweet chocolate. It's not like super, super, I don't know actually. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It doesn't give me a headache. It smells like, literally like hot chocolate. It smells so good. And then next up, this one's called Fresh Balsam. This is like a go-to. This is an old version because every year when these go on sale, I buy like 3. I literally have a backup right here. I have another one in my, like my pile over there for when I run out. This literally smells like Christmas trees. This is like Christmas in a candle, and I burned this starting in November. I only burn this candle November and December up until Christmas. After Christmas, I don't burn it, and that's strictly because this gets me in like the Christmas spirit. This smells like Christmas. It smells like freshly cut Christmas tree, and I love that because I have an artificial tree. So when I burn this, it makes me feel like I have a real Christmas tree, and I love the smell of this. And now, let's get into the fragrance, which I know you guys are here for. So recently, I rediscovered this in the month of November, and this is Dior's Hypnotic Poison. This is the Eau de Toilette, right? This is the Eau de Toilette. I know a lot of people complain about the performance of this, but this performs really, really well on me. And November, actually, in Canada, where I live, it was really cold. We got like a couple good days of snow. And this is just like a powdery almond scent. I love almond. This one is a little bit powdery, but then you have like these spicy notes in there, which kind of balances that powderiness. If a scent is overly powdery, I don't like that. But because they have like those spices in there, I don't mind it. It's fluffy. It's a powdery, fluffy almond with a little bit of like spiciness to it. Not pepper spices, just like aromatic spices. It smells so good. This is honestly like a warm hug on a cold day. It's just a cuddly scent. I know a lot of people describe this as like a sexy scent. In my opinion, I don't find this overly sexy. I think because it's powdery, because it's kind of fluffy, I don't know. And it's not like too complex. It's not like too loud that it takes over the whole room. I find this to be like a cuddly hug. This is like a Netflix and chill kind of moment for me. Next up, let's talk about one that's new to me, but I got this in November, but I wore it so much, and that is Kayali's Vanilla Royale. So, I know this goes either way for a lot of people, and I'm not going to tell you it was a love at first sniff for me, because it wasn't. I purchased this the first day it was available here, so I think I got it, what was it, like November November 12th or November 16th or something, but I wore it for like a full week after to give it a proper review, and then after that I just found myself reaching for it because it grew on me. This is a fragrance that I don't like the opening of this, because in the opening, I have a full review, so I'll leave it down below, but it's one of those scents that I don't like the opening. The opening is not for me, but luckily that only lasts a few minutes. And then once it dries down, I get like this creamy lactonic vanilla. Think like vanilla ice cream. And I get like a woodiness. So it's basically like a woody, creamy vanilla. It's oriental. It's different than the original, but for me, it's like perfect for winter time. I would only wear this in the fall and winter. And because it's been cold here, I've been wearing this a lot. Okay, speaking of vanilla, I love Kayali Vanilla 28, the original, but recently I have been wearing the crap out of this one by Seven Virtues, and it's called Vanilla Woods. I only have the rollerball of this. This is what it looks like. Funny story, I had the full size. I bought it in the summertime originally, the full size, and I didn't love how it played on my skin, and then I ended up giving it to someone. But I smelled it on that person and I loved it, and so I ended up buying it again, but I bought the rollerball. And I have been wearing the absolute crap out of this because I don't know why. Maybe it's, I liked it in the summertime. When I like gave this another try, I did like it in the summertime, but I like it even more in the wintertime. And considering this is a rollerball, usually rollerballs don't perform very well. I put this like behind my ears here, and I put it like on my chest and on my wrists, and this lasts me the whole day. I can smell this. I can smell it like projecting off of me the whole day. I literally am obsessed with this, and I have had so many people compliment me on this Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods. Now, with that said, I don't get much of the woods at all. In the summertime, this plays a little differently on my skin, but that's normal. A lot of fragrances smell different in the summer than they do in the winter. In the summer, I pick up more of like, I think there's pear in here, and I pick that up more in the summertime. But in the wintertime, recently when I've been wearing this, I get like a very thick, delectable gourmand vanilla, like a cakey vanilla. But it's weird. This is going to sound weird, but it almost smells like a buttery vanilla. Think like a buttery baked goods, like a buttery brown sugar vanilla. That's what I get, and this performs so well, especially considering it's a rollerball. Rollerballs never perform well on my skin. That's why I usually like the travel sprays, not the rollerball. But this one performs so well, and it says it has what did it say on here? With organic fair trade vanilla essential oil from Madagascar. So maybe it's because there's essential oil in here that is playing better. I don't know, but this smells phenomenal, like a buttery brown sugar baked good vanilla. I love this on me, and I've been wearing it so much so that I'm actually considering rebuying the full bottle because I love it. But I've been using this one and getting a lot of wear out of it because I take this with me everywhere. This stays in my work bag because I've been wearing it recently to go to work. It's easy, and I feel like vanilla is non-offensive. I work at a hospital, so I feel like everyone likes vanilla, and if they don't, I don't really care because I do. Okay, I only have a couple more, I swear. But next up, this is my baby, but I'm so stingy with her because she's so expensive, and that's Angel Share. Angel Share, first of all, I mean, the bottle's stunning, but we're not here for the bottle, okay? We're here for the juice, and the juice, I love cinnamon. You have to love cinnamon. This is a boozy cinnamon scent. It smells like a gourmand boozy cinnamon roll. That's what it smells like. This is so good. This is unisex, but I honestly feel like it leans more feminine, to be honest. I've had people tell me different, but I don't really care what people say. And the people who told me different were men. But anyways, I think this leans more feminine only because it does have a lot of sweetness to it, and a lot of the men I know, they don't like a super sweet scent, but to each his own, and everything plays differently on everyone. But I do get a lot of sweetness in this. I get like a gourmand boozy cinnamon roll. It is deliciously decadent. Yes, it's unisex, but I feel like leaning more feminine than masculine. And I actually took this with me to Paris. I have these little ones that I got from Sephora. I don't know if you could tell, but I have these little guys, like the samples. I have 3, and every time I place a Sephora order, I always look for the samples because I like to travel with these, and I took 3 of these with me to Paris because obviously I only took a carry-on, and I can't take this, so I took these little guys with me to Paris, and then I also took this one to Paris, and this is Givenchy's L'Entrée. I love this fragrance. This fragrance is, I was very late to this game, but something about this screams fall to me. Yes, we're leaning in the winter now, but I don't really care. This is like a white floral, but like a cold weather white floral, I feel like. I feel like you could wear it year round, don't get me wrong, but I feel like she thrives in the cold weather. It's a warm white floral with this delicious sweet tuberose, like a bubblegummy tuberose, and you get like a spiciness to it. So it's a white floral, sweetness from the bubblegummy tuberose, and you get like a spiciness to it. I feel like this is so different. I love this, and again, I have mini ones of them, and I took these little mini guys with me to Paris. So these were kind of like go-tos for me. I love this. I feel like if you're getting married in the fall, you should consider this. Sniff it out, because this is still a white floral. It still has like an elegance to it, but it does have a sexiness because it has that little bit of spiciness. It has like the sweetness to it. I personally like that. I don't just want to smell like a straight up like bouquet of flowers. I like the spiciness. I like the sweetness. I like the little bit of white florals, but it's like with a twist. And the performance on this is phenomenal. I only need a couple sprays. It lasts me forever. It projects like, it's very underrated, I feel like. I also like the red bottle, and I did like the black bottle too. It was just the black pepper and that really like projected on me, but I really want to try it again because sometimes when I try things again, I end up loving them. I mean, 7 Virtues, Vanilla Wood. But I think that's everything. Is that everything? Ooh, I meant to say, for Angel Share, I know this is a bougie fragrance, okay? And I hate recommending bougie fragrances because I'm someone who, like, I totally get it. Whether you have the money or maybe you just can't justify spending the money, I get it. But if you want a more affordable alternative to this, Dapper makes a version of Angel Share, and it is, like, literally so close. Like, I feel like if you didn't see me spray them, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. They're only different in the opening, but in the dry downs, they're very, very similar. So if you can't justify spending the money on this, very understandable, but you still want to smell it, try Dapper's version, because Dapper's version is very close. I've compared them both. I owned them both, and I gave it recently to my friend because I felt like sharing the love. I don't need to. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Check me out on my other socials. They're always linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.